Hello, my little creative sparks. Today we're going to be talking about 3 things that you can start doing today to sell more art, all while I paint. If you love hearing more about how you can start selling your art online, all while embracing the unique spark that you are, I think you're really going to Live Your Art Life. There's a link in the description of this video. I also have a super awesome free gift for you at the end of this video that's going to be a huge help for boosting your art sales. Let's jump in. All right, we're going to keep this quick and snappy. So here are 3 things that you can start doing today to sell more art. So the first thing is to start adding value to your art with words by sharing the story. We've all been there, looking at a super famous and hella expensive piece of art with the thought running through our heads, really? How is this so famous? It looks like a 4-year-old painted it. But once you start digging into the intention behind the work and the story, it all changes. The story behind the art can completely transform a painting from something that is simply pretty or possibly even not that attractive to something that is crazy highly desirable. Stories give the art dimension and value. They can sway an audience from just observing to obsessed. Stories give each brushstroke and color choice meaning. Representational subjects can suddenly speak loudly just by sharing the story. Those connections that you will inevitably build with your audience will be fortified and bonded when you start sharing the depth behind the piece. So start sharing the story behind your art. Give your audience a little sneak peek into your mindset with your latest painting. All right, the second thing is to be intentional about social media. Social media can be a sticky vortex, a world-class time sucker, if you let it. But it can also be a wonderful tool to get your art into the world. The trick is balance, isn't it always? Set yourself a schedule for when you're going to be posting your art and stick to it. Physically write it down. Print off a calendar if you have to, whatever you got to do. Just map out your schedule and do everything in your power to stick with it. Instagram is a common platform of choice since it favors artists as it's a visual platform, and I post a few times per week. In fact, I post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at around 7:15 a.m., sometimes Saturdays if I'm feeling frisky. I keep stories running every day if I can, just to make sure you're staying top of mind and top of their feed. You also want to make sure that your hashtag game is on point, so this will ensure that you're bringing in hordes of new eyes. Spend some time exploring the related hashtags function to find some that are relevant to each post while being a size that's still going to allow you to be found. All right, the third way is to be completely clear when your art is for sale. Sometimes dangling the temptation and realization that someone could have got that gorgeous painting they're obsessing about is all they need to pull the trigger on the purchase. Make sure your audience knows when you have art that's looking for a home. Our job as business owners, and yes, your art is a business, is to tackle objections so that your audience makes a simple transition as possible into the buyer phase. Objections aren't always known either. They may not actually know that they can buy your art. So by making it easy for them, your sales will come easier as well. And skip the slimy salesman vibes by switching up the whole buy this painting now message with something cute instead. This painting is looking for a new home. It's much easier to swallow than being that cold, slimy salesman. Here's a few swipeable phrases that you can actually use to let your audience know when a new painting is for sale. You could say, this painting is looking for a new home. You could also say, where would you put this painting in your home? Ready to add the next painting to your personal collection? This pastel beauty would be the perfect calming addition to your favorite space. Here's a link where you can buy it. Edit those features to suit, of course. See? So much cuter and less icky than buy this now. On that thread, you should also aim to tackle the objection about price. You want to make them aware of what it is. Whether this be posting the price directly in the caption, or instructing them to message you to find out, or by showing them to your online shop. The core message is to make it super easy for them to find out what it's going to cost. The more informed they are, the easier it will be for them to make a decision that you're hoping for. All right, so that brings us to the end of the methods. Which of these are you going to implement first? So before you go, I promised you a little free gift. This gift is going to help you to seriously skyrocket your art sales, even if you've never sold a thing. So it's called exactly that, Skyrocket Your Art Sales. This quick and easy guide shows you my signature 4-step system that you can use to embrace your personal magic and use it to attract passionate fans. You could build a strong art style that you're proud of, figure out who your perfect fan is so that you can be a magnet for them, and how to power up your art sales and get them flowing, even if you've never sold a thing. You can grab your copy of this free guide in the description and learn all my secrets. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you found it super helpful. I will see you in the next video. Stay magical.